going to move to gas rating. The first two things you need to know when you're gas rating an appliance. Number one is the type of meter you're using. Is it metric or is it imperial? In this case it's metric. And number two, you need to know the kilowatt rating of your appliance, which in this case is 13.9 kilowatts. Okay? Now, the whole purpose of a gas rating test is to see whether the appliance is running within a certain tolerance, right, of what the manufacturers say it should run at. And before we start, I'm going to calculate the tolerance, the upper and lower levels that we need before I even do anything. So what I need to do is 13.9 times 1.05. That will give me the upper limit. That will tell me 5% above. And then I'm going to do 13.9 times 0.09. My apologies, 0.9. 13.5 times 0.9. That will give me 10% below. All right, it won't give me 10% of it. It will show me the figure 10% below. Okay? So times it by 1.05, then times it by 0.9. Okay? When we work that out, that gives us our upper and lower limits. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to light everything at full rate. Okay? I'm going to light everything at full rate. It goes up to full rate, and everything's on at full rate. I'm going to start timing how much gas is used in 2 minutes, yeah? So I'm going to start timing from now. Now you've got your figures on a metric meter. You subtract the first reading from the second reading, and that gives you a number. Remember that there is a point on the meter, so it'll be 0.045 probably, or something like that. Right? You subtract the first number from the second number. That leaves you with how much gas you've used. You multiply that number by 323. Okay? You multiply it by 323. Now, if your appliance data badge or the manufacturer's instructions tell you that the kilowatt rating of the appliance is in net, you then divide that kilowattage by 1.1.
What if it is in net? Or if it isn't?
If it is in net, you have to divide it by 1.1. Okay? If it's not in net, you just leave it as what the answer is from times 323. Okay, so I'm going to break the maths down for you very quickly. We started off at 159799914, and really we're never going to use as much gas as to start moving things before the decimal point. Just remember that on a gas meter like this, there is a little decimal point. When you're doing your calculations, you've got to remember that's there. Okay, so it started at 9.914 and it finished down here at 9.951. That's how much gas we used. So the difference, if you take away 914 from 951, the difference is 0.037. Okay, remember the points.
And like I said in the main lecture there, you simply multiply that by 323. 0.37 times 323 is 11.95 kilowatts. Now this was a gross appliance. On the data badge it either didn't say anything at all or it said gross. Because of that, I don't have to divide anything by 1.1. You only do that at this stage if you've got a net appliance. Okay, so the amount of gas we used is equivalent to 11.95 kilowatts. Now we know that the cooker was rated at 13.9 kilowatts. So we have to see whether that's within the range, and the range is 5% above and 10% below the rating on the badge. So it's 5% above 13.9 kilowatts and 10% below 13.9 kilowatts. The easiest way to get those two figures is to multiply 13.9 kilowatts by 1.05. That will give you the number that is 5% above, and then you times it by 0.9. That will give you the number that is 10% below. So we can see from the picture on the right hand side that our range, the top of our range is 14.6 kilowatts and the bottom of our range is 12.6 kilowatts. If when we gas rate the appliance it's outside of those two figures, outside of that range, then it isn't working correctly. And this time when we worked it out, it was 11.95, which is below 12.6. So we know that the cooker was not working correctly.